Hey everyone, and welcome. If you're running any kind of business online, you know just how tricky it can be to keep a lid on all your digital spending. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on CardUpNow's fee structure. We'll break down exactly how it works, what you pay, and why it might just be the tool you've been looking for.
Does this feel a little too real? You're trying to manage ad campaigns, you've got subscriptions to a dozen different SaaS tools, and you're just trying to keep track of every single payment going out the door. It can feel like you're juggling way too much at once.
You know, whether it's trying to keep all those software subscriptions in check or putting a hard, non-negotiable cap on your ad spend, maybe you just want to make a secure one-off purchase without typing your main bank details into another website. And of course, the big one, just trying to keep your business expenses neatly separated. These are the exact headaches we're talking about today.
So how do you even get started with a service like CardUpNow? Well, it all begins with one simple, one-time step: activation. Let's dig into what that actually means.
Okay, first things first. Your journey with CardUpNow starts with a single, one-time activation fee of $50. And let's be super clear, this isn't a monthly or yearly charge. You pay it once, and your account is unlocked for good. This fee is what helps power the essential security stuff, like fraud filtering, and just generally keeps the whole platform secure and running smoothly.
Now this is a really important point, so let's clear it up right now. The $50 activation fee on the left, think of that as the key that gets you into the club. It unlocks the platform. The wallet balance on the right, though, that is your money. Those are the funds you deposit to actually create and spend with your virtual cards. So one is for access, the other is your spending cash.
All right, so your account is active. Awesome. Now let's get into the part you'll be doing all the time: funding your wallet and actually creating the cards you need for your business.
So to get the ball rolling, your very first deposit has to be at least $100. Every time you add money, there's a 5% deposit fee. But here's the good part. After that initial deposit, there's no maximum limit, so you can add as much as you need. And hey, for all you crypto folks out there, you can even fund your wallet that way.
You know what? Theory is great, but let's walk through a real-world example to make this crystal clear. Seeing the numbers really helps it click.
Okay, so you start by depositing that minimum of $100 into your new account. Immediately, the system deducts that one-time $50 activation fee. And remember, this only happens once, right after your first deposit. Never again.
And that leaves you with $50 of your own money sitting there in your wallet ready to be used. Now, you need a card, right? So let's say you want to create one. There's a flat $5 fee to issue the card.
Which means, boom, you now have a brand new virtual card with a $45 balance ready to spend online. So that initial $100 deposit got you permanent access and your very first spending card. Pretty straightforward.
Okay, so beyond creating cards, there are just a few other details for managing your account. But don't worry, there are no hidden surprises here. Let's look at what some might call the fine print, but made super simple. So there are a couple of small fees for specific situations. For example, if a transaction gets declined because there wasn't enough money on the card, there's a little 40-cent fee. And to cover the processing costs on really small purchases, any authorization under $30 has an extra 40-cent fee. It's all about being upfront to keep the system working for everyone.
And what if you need to get your money back out? Simple. You can withdraw your wallet balance. We're talking about the money in your main wallet, not what's already on a card, anytime you want. There's just a 5% fee to process that withdrawal.
So why does all this matter? Why is this simple, transparent fee structure so important? Well, it all comes down to giving you predictable control over your business's money.
And this is where it all comes together. People are using these cards to set hard budgets for their Facebook or Google ad campaigns. They're paying for software tools without connecting their main bank accounts. They're creating separate cards for every single subscription to track spending perfectly and making those secure one-off purchases we talked about earlier.
The big takeaway here is really simple. You get straightforward pricing with zero nasty surprises. You can create a card instantly, day or night. You get full absolute control over your online spending. And hey, if you ever have a question, there's 24/7 support ready to help you out.
So if you're a freelancer, a digital marketer, or you run an online business, and this sounds like the kind of control you've been looking for, you should really check it out for yourself. Just visit CardUpNow.com to get started.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. Think about your own business right now. What's that one expense, that one subscription that always gets away from you, or that ad account that's hard to predict, that you could control better with its own dedicated virtual card? The answer might be your next big step towards smarter spending. Thanks for watching.